Hey, just wanted to make this because I'm just having a rough time in general. I've been pretty much introverted and antisocial for most of my life, but being that way, it's hard for me to live in this country. Just going to go over some of my struggles and to say to anyone that has the same problems as me that we're not alone. By the way, I have no idea how to edit this, so here's just some random gameplay. So yeah, let's get on to it. The Philippines is famous for its beaches, scenic views, and cringe comments on YouTube. But they're also famous for their traffic, because that's how everyone travels, through a vehicle. You can't really walk because you'll die of the heat, and if you live in Tondo, Manila, you'll probably get stabbed. This is one of my main difficulties, the commute system. I just don't like talking to the driver, being antisocial and all, and having passengers look at me. Other passengers mainly look at me because I'm a light-skinned Filipino, and when I say light, I mean very light. They look at me like I'm a commodity, some sort of rare shiny Pokemon, especially when I get into a jeepney. I've had people look at me with their eyes saying, "What the hell is this rich white dude doing in a jeep?" It just makes me very uncomfortable. And of course, if you have been into a jeepney before, you know that they pass around the money for the driver. So that means social interaction, which obviously I don't like. This might only be a me problem since not most of us are light-skinned, but it does get annoying. Every adult I meet would literally be in shock when they see me and praise me for my skin. Now I know they mean well, but it's pretty much always like that. They ask me why I'm so light and have smooth skin, which to be honest is all genetics, no skincare or anything. I just don't like the mindset that most Filipinos have. The mindset that white equals better, which obviously is not the case. It's mainly the result of colonialism. However, it is better with people my age. When they see me and my light skin, they just go, "Oh, you're pretty white," and that's it, nothing else, which I love so much, no unnecessary praising at all. Next is buying something from the store. Here we have our sari-sari stores, which pretty much has most of everything, but you have to specifically tell the person there what you want. I prefer convenience stores because number 1, they have air conditioning, thank God. Number 2, all I have to do is get the stuff, bring it to the cashier scans it, I pay, and we're done. Minimum social interaction just like that. I don't have to knock if a person is there, I don't have to ask if they have what I want, and I don't have to ask for the price. Then there's the style of Filipino houses. The houses here have multi-purpose rooms. Like one room can be a living room, kitchen, dining room, and bedroom at the same time. I mean, come on, what is this? I want to walk around, do something different. But my main problem is with the lack of privacy. In the Philippines, if you aren't privileged enough, you're most likely not going to get your own room, which is just so hard. Everyone needs their privacy. But in here, there's none. Most of the time, I can't even record because either I'll be too loud or there's someone in my room. And you can't even move out. In most families, you have to wait until you're married to have your own house, which just sucks. What if, like me, you're not happy in your current household, or you just want to be independent? The reasoning for all of this could just be because the jobs here pay like a bag of chips and some scraps, barely enough to get by, so most families just stick together until one gets sick of it and moves out. So yay, thanks government. Some of you may have different opinions and actually like this, but I don't really like this. If you don't like living with your family, I think that's fine. I mean, fuck blood relations, do what you want to do. Lastly, of course, this is an Asian country, so the family gatherings are absolutely insane. A family gathering is pretty much every introvert's worst nightmare. I mean, you get placed in an unknown location with a bunch of people, with most being a complete stranger to you, that will actively seek to talk to you. And you'll have relatives who you don't know say how they raised you and all you do is smile awkwardly. The only good thing really is the food. All of that social interaction just sucks, honestly. But even when there's just a couple of relatives visiting the house, it's still pretty tough. Whenever there's a relative that I don't know visiting the house, I just close the door and don't go outside my room, and pray that no one goes in. Also, it's hard holding in your piss for hours because if you go outside the room, the relative will definitely make contact with you. But yeah, that's mostly it. I do have a lot more problems about living here in the Philippines, but as far as problems related to being an introvert and antisocial person, that's mostly it, I think. So yeah, this is just a very personal video that I wanted to make. I hope everyone that has the same problems as me can find a little comfort and know that they're not alone. If you're down to chat about anything, the comment section is right there, so go ahead. It's always better to talk about stuff, as cliche as it sounds. It's better than just bottling it up within yourself. Now for some, the problems may seem a bit light, and some of you may think I'm just a pussy, and to those who say that, fuck you. Everyone has different life stories, and some things are way more difficult for others. Anyways, if this video does well, I might make another one like this.